Hi there, my name is Paul Murphy, Senior Bagpipe Maker here at Gibson Bagpipes. Today Jerry and I are making this video to show you how to maintain your Ceilidh pipes and your Ceilidh Pro pipes. We're going to start off with regular mouth-blown pipes, and then we'll go into how do you maintain your bellows system. Here we have a set of Ceilidh Pro pipes. You have your shortest drone, which is your D tenor drone. You have your next shortest or your next longest drone, which is going to be your D baritone as well as your A tenor. The next longest drone here is going to be your D bass with the insert on top. To switch it over to your A baritone, you're going to remove the insert on top, and then this drone will become your A baritone, and then the longest drone will be your A bass, and it's going to be shut off when you're playing your D pipes. As well, when you're playing your A pipes, the shortest of all four drones is going to be shut off. Okay, the next thing we're going to go over are the drone reeds. Now we're talking about the key of A drone reed. So what we're going to do is grab our handy dandy chord meter, set it to 440, make sure that the note is on A. When we blow into the reed, the meter should read anywhere between 0 and plus 10 for a good reading for us. So we're going to take a blow into it. Now I heard that little gurgle in the beginning. That might happen with your reeds through shipping. Sometimes the reeds will get a little bit hard for you. If you hear that gurgle, that means that the reed has stiffened up on you. All we're going to do is grab a little 220 wet sandpaper, take 1, 2, 3 swipes, 1, 2, 3 swipes, put the reed back in, give it a little blow. We didn't hear a gurgle that time, so that's good. We know that this reed is set and ready to go. We're at plus 10, plus 20, somewhere in there, which is going to be a good reading for us, and we're going to keep that drone reed right there. We're going to do the same thing with our tenor reed. This reed I've already preset, and I know that it's working well, so I'm going to just put that into my tenor. Now we're going to move on to our A baritone. For our A baritone, we're going to take out the insert, and this reed as well has already been preset. Now the one difference between the tenor and the baritone and the bass is that this baritone is going to tune to E. So what you're going to have to do is take your meter, switch it over to E. Be careful not to have E flat on there, because that'll give you a false reading. Make sure it's just set to E. 440, take a blow through it, and you should be between 0, plus 10, plus 20, somewhere in there. And once you have all your reeds set up, hopefully they're not too far off from where we had them, but if they are, hopefully this will give you some direction on what to do. One other thing that we can do, if you are testing out one of your drone reeds and it is a little too flat, the other thing we can do is just take the reed, take a nice handy dandy pair of snips here, and all we're going to do is take a little cut on it. So we took off, it was that much on each end, not very much. We can always take more off. What this is going to do, it's going to sharpen the reed, but it's also going to make the reed stronger. So if you do cut back your reed, more than likely you're going to have to wipe it on a piece of sandpaper a couple times back and forth. Sand the whole reed. Don't just sand the tip of the reed up here. Don't just sand the bottom of the reed down here. Sand the entire surface of the reed. That will give you the best tone and best quality that you can get out of these reeds. Alright, now that we're through setting up the A's, hopefully you haven't had much trouble yet, but we're going to keep going on to the D's. So for the D, what we're going to do is we're going to take our little golf tee, shut off the longest drone, which is your bass drone, put that right up in there. Next, we're going to put our insert into the baritone drone. That's going to make, with the insert in place, your baritone drone now becomes a D bass. Your next smaller drone, which was your A tenor, now becomes your D baritone. And the smallest drone right here, which we were not playing before, becomes your D tenor. Now the one difference we're going to have is when we're setting these up, the meter's still going to read 440, but here we're going to have the meter set to D. So your tenor drone on your D set is going to be set to 440 D, and that should read between 0 and plus 10, plus 20, somewhere in there. Your bass drone, which is the drone with the insert in now, is going to be set to 440 at D, and again that's 0 plus 20, anywhere in there. And now your baritone drone, that's going to be different. It's going to be set to 440 at A, and that's going to tune between 0 and plus 20. And the same thing works for these reads. If it's too hoarse or a little too difficult, where you're getting kind of a squawking sound, you're going to have to maybe take a piece of 220, sand that reed a couple times back and forth. Again, if the reed is too flat and you're reading flat on the meter, you might have to take a pair of snips, sharp pair of scissors, whatever you have around, take a little cut on it, and then that's going to make it sharper, but it's also going to make it a little more stiff, so you're probably going to have to sand it if you end up cutting it. But hopefully we're not going to get to that stage, and there we are with the D drone reeds. Of course, your pipes are going to come with two channers, A channer, D channer. Your A is the longer of the two. One thing you can do is just check the pitch of them. Your A channer, of course, is still going to read 440 at letter A. Now there I am at about plus 15. So what, in theory, if this channer is at plus 15, all of your drone reeds, when you blow into them while you're setting them up, should be at plus 15, and you should be right on. If you blow up your channer and it's at plus 10, in theory, when you're setting up the drone reeds should be at plus 10. Next, I'm going to check out my D chanter, so I'm going to have to go ahead and change my meter to D at 440. There I am at plus 5. So all my D drone reeds are going to be at plus 5. Again, if you're flatter, you're going to have to take a cut on the reed and sand it. If you're too sharp, then we're going to have to just tune the drones down a little bit, and that should work out for you.